This is the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Wednesday, the 6th of December. This is James Spann. A cold night tonight. Many spots will be below freezing tomorrow morning. Then we could hit 70 by the time the weekend gets here, and a chance of strong storms over the weekend, especially Saturday night, early Sunday morning. A lot of events happening Saturday. A lot of questions about the rain chances and the timing. And yes, we have new model data in, so let's take a look. This is the upper air look this afternoon. And again, you can see we have a strong northwest flow aloft and a very dry air mass in place. Visible satellite view, not a cloud in the sky across Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia. Temperatures are mostly in the low and mid 50s over the northern half of the state. We have 50 for Cullman, Birmingham at 54, upper 50s down in South Alabama. Mobile 58, Dothan 59. Once the sun goes down later today, we'll see numbers coming down very quickly. There's the watch warning map around the nation. Things are relatively quiet. Got some flash flood issues for the northern Pacific coast and a few winter weather advisories out west. Got some thunderstorm opportunities for Northern California and western Oregon. No severe storms expected through tonight. Pretty much the same situation tomorrow. And then on day 3, which is Friday, we have a marginal risk of severe storms defined west of Alabama. This is for parts of eastern Oklahoma, western Arkansas, and some of the adjacent states. And then on day 4, which is Saturday, we have a risk of severe storms defined, again, west of Alabama, about the western half of Mississippi, West Tennessee, much of Arkansas, parts of Louisiana, and eastern Texas. And again, at this point, there is no formal risk identified for Alabama. Wouldn't be surprised if they put up a marginal risk for a pretty good chunk of the state for late Saturday night or early Sunday. But the severe weather opportunities here look minimal at this point based on the latest data we've seen. We'll go through modeling in just a second. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days. And, of course, most of this will be over the weekend, Saturday night, early Sunday. And, again, at the moment, it looks like rain amounts will be in the 1 to 2 inch range for much of the state. And hopefully everybody will get a decent downpour with the weekend system, and that we're still in drought conditions. Don't forget, again, this is the latest drought monitor. This was released last Thursday. The new one will be out tomorrow morning. And we'll see some improvement, obviously, but again, rain not necessarily a bad thing. So model fans, here we go. This is the GFS, the 12Z run, valid tomorrow afternoon at 4. Little shortwave ridge here. So it should be a sunny day. And again, with a clear sky and light wind, we'll start the day below freezing in many spots over the northern half of the state. The high will be in the upper 50s and low 60s in most spots. The sky will be sunny. So this is Friday. Most of the state dry, but moisture begins to increase, and we'll mention a chance of showers during the day near the Gulf Coast, mainly Mobile and Baldwin counties. And I will say there might be a few showers deeper into Alabama Friday night. So if you got something planned outdoors Friday night, there could be a few spotty showers around. But the better chance of the more organized rain and storms well to the west of the state. A surface low is north of Oklahoma City, 997 millibars, with showers and storms developing south and east of that surface low. So this is Saturday. That surface low moves rapidly to upper Michigan, far, far north of here. And that's a good thing. You don't want to see that thing around Little Rock or St. Louis. It's pretty far north, and hopefully that will mitigate any tornado threat here. But obviously we'll have a band of showers and storms. And I will say the new guidance is coming in a little slower with this feature. But understand during the day Saturday, yes, we'll see some showers around. Will it rain all day? No. Probably no thunder, but just a few showers could pass through. So if you got something planned outdoors on Saturday, be aware of that. And Saturday should be very mild and breezy, the high close to 70 in many areas, maybe low 70s in South Alabama. So let's look at the situation for late Saturday night. And again, the models are trending slower. This is the European model. This is valid after midnight Saturday night, 3 a.m. Sunday. And we have a positive tilt, upper trough, with very strong wind fields approaching from the west. And again, for a really big tornado day, you want to see that going negative, and this is more of a positive tilt. And we'll obviously have an organized batch of rain and storms in here Saturday night and early Sunday morning. And again, this is 3 a.m. Sunday. And I get the idea. This will be in terms of the heavier storms, this will probably be a linear type thing, a line of storms that will produce gusty winds and heavy rain. And again, like we've talked about, this is one of the main limiting factors. This is the projected surface-based instability at 3 a.m. Sunday, surface-based CAPE, and there's just not much. And again, you don't need a lot for severe weather this time of the year, but again, with the surface low so far north, the positive tilt trough coming in during the pre-dawn hours, I'd say the chance of a major severe weather problem at the moment look pretty low. But again, I wouldn't be shocked if we were to have a marginal risk of severe storms. This is the flash density product coming off the European. And most likely the more robust storms will be near the Gulf Coast and down across the Gulf of Mexico. And I will say, well, we'll have to watch this. Sometimes, like last weekend, you get a big mass of storms near the Gulf Coast and the northern Gulf, and that shuts off the inflow, reducing the amount of rain we see up here. And that idea is not totally off the table here, but again, there could be some elevated storms over the northern half of the state. So we'll watch this carefully, and by the time we talk tomorrow afternoon, we'll be within the 60-hour window, and we can start to see the good high-resolution, convection-allowing models. Give us a much better idea of this thing. And again, Sunday, the rain moves out. Now, again, the models are trending slower. The rain could linger into Sunday morning, maybe through mid to late morning. This is Sunday at 4. The bulk of the rain at that point onto the east. We turn colder. Folks up in the Tennessee Valley could stay in the 40s all day with a brisk north wind, 50s elsewhere. Monday of next week, we're dry and cool. We'll start the day probably below freezing, upper 20s and low 30s. The high Monday in the 50s in most spots. Tuesday, we're cool and dry, and again, a morning freeze, pretty good possibility. And this is a week from today, Wednesday, the 13th of December. Again, we've got trough coming through the northeastern states, a zonal flow here, and we are in a dry air mass. That's a 1,034 millibar high that's between St. Louis and Chicago. Let's go out 10 days. This is Saturday, the 16th of December. And again, we've got a trough over Texas. And if this is right, rain would be south and west of Alabama. But at the moment, on this batch of model output, the 12Z batch, it looks like next week, mostly rain-free. We'll check rain for Birmingham off the European ensemble. This is valid through the 21st of December. And the mean of the ensemble members between 2 and 3 inches. That's the green line on that chart. We'll check the temperatures for Birmingham. Your number could be different. Again, we'll be at or below freezing tomorrow morning, but by Saturday, the high at 70. Pretty big warm up there. And then after the storms, highs go back in the 50s for Sunday and next week. And again, note sub-freezing lows expected Monday and Tuesday morning of next week. And hot off the presses, got the brand new 8 to 14 day outlook. This is for December 14th through December 20th. And if this works out, temperatures here would be near, maybe slightly below average near the Gulf Coast if this outlook works out. So tomorrow, got a couple of schools. I'll be in Calhoun County for Oxford Elementary, and then Mountain Brook for Brookwood Forest Elementary. And then tomorrow evening, we'll be at the Walmart in Hoover on Highway 150. That's John Hawkins Parkway for the annual Toys for Tots drive. Your chance to help some families that are struggling. And quite frankly, a lot of families are, and they could use our help. So consider bringing a new unwrapped toy. The United States Marines will be there to gather them up and distribute those as we get closer to Christmas. And again, I'll be there for 4, 5, and 6 o'clock live on ABC 3340 tomorrow evening. Friday, going to Southside Elementary School up in Etowah County. And then we're live in Clanton Friday evening for the Clanton Christmas Parade at 4, 5, and 6. Hopefully showers won't be a problem. I can't rule it out, but the bigger rains will hold off until the next day. And then Saturday, it's a book signing. We are in Sylacauga at Cup of Grace Coffee on Broadway, right in the middle of town. We'll be there between 9:30 and 12:30, and it's a great time to get some cool Christmas gifts if anybody in your family likes weather, or maybe get a gift for you. If you're watching this, you like weather. So again, we'll be at Cup of Grace in Sylacauga from 9:30 until 12:30 on Saturday. And of course, we invite you to watch us on TV this evening, right across the hall in Studio A. ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.